Hi everybody, I hope you're fine. So this week we will speak about second aggregate. Last week we spoke about the form aggregate. You know, the aggregates, they mean all the impermanent phenomena. So usually we say that our person is just designation, you know, like Jason, for example. My name is Jason, so Jason is just a name that is affixed or labeled on this basis of five categories of things. So last week we spoke about the form or physical part of our person, and now we're speaking about feelings, you know, like sensations or feelings. So for sure there's many kinds of feelings. You know, you can classify feelings in different kinds. For example, you have this more like external feelings and internal feelings, you know, like physical feelings and mental feelings. For example, you can feel good or bad depending on the weather, depending on the cold, hot, or good food or bad food, or nice things you see or bad things you see. You know, you can have different feelings with different experiences. If you listen to good music that you like, good sound, so you feel happy, example like this. And you have these internal feelings, mental feelings, for example, in the dream state. In the dream state, you don't really see somebody in real, but you imagine, you think about something and you appears in your dream. Same thing during the day. If you feel bored and depressed, you think about something depressing, so your mind becomes unhappy. So you have these feelings, internal or external. And you can also divide feelings in three categories. That is the pleasant, that is the unpleasant, and that is the neutral. So we can call them, as we call in Buddhism, like happiness, suffering, and neutrality. So actually, feelings are so much important in our life. You know, that's what we lead. That's what lead our life. You know, we always want to be happy, so we go wherever we feel that we find happiness. Some people, example, they think that happiness will come externally, so they look for external feelings, you know, like buying things, material things, all these categories of things that will bring me physical or temporary happiness from outside. But if we are a spiritual person, we're looking more for something deeper, you know, like I want to feel happy from inside, something inside myself. So this is the goal of meditation actually also. So there's three kinds of feeling: happy, like happiness, suffering, and neutral. So if we don't know about these three types of feeling, exactly what they are, the nature, so we will be confused and we'll create more suffering. For example, usually when we get nice feeling, you know, when we meet somebody we like and we have a good activity, nice activity, we eat something we like, we drink a nice, good coffee, all these things, slowly our mind becomes attached to what gets our good feeling, you know. So if we don't know exactly the nature of feelings, actually we will prevent our own happiness. We will harm our own happiness because we like happy feelings, nice feelings, you know, feeling well, but getting attachment, being attached to what is bringing me happiness actually will make me suffer, you know, because when I'm attached to something, I become to be fearful, you know. I will begin to be fearful. Oh, what happens if I lose this thing, if I lose this person? So attachment creates fear. And for sure, because everything like is impermanent, so when we lose this thing, so now we feel sad also. So this attachment to nice feelings is not so good, you know. You should try to be, you know, accept happiness but without being attached. Same thing for unhappiness, you know, like suffering. When we get some problems, what do we do? On top of that, we create more suffering by being like having like hatred or anger because of negative experiences. So we don't like to suffer, so there's something happening that we don't like, and on top of that we create an extra suffering by our attitude, with our attitude. So this way, if we know this correctly, whenever something negative happens in our life, we should think more, oh, it's bad, but I want happiness, So I will keep a positive mind, you know, so practice like kind of patience, resilience, tolerance through the situation. This is more wise, you know, because we want happiness. If we don't do that, we create more suffering. So this is the wise way to do. And the third one, today we will not go in explanation because it's a long subject. We will explain later. So this is this neutral experience. Actually, because we don't know the nature of this neutral experience, we generate more ignorance. So this ignorance makes us always have to experiment more and more problems. So this one is hard to understand. We have to understand ignorance, what we mean by ignorance in Buddhism. But what we can work on right now, it's a good field of practice. It's with positive, like happy feelings and suffering feelings. How to deal with them, you know? So not developing attachment to happiness and not developing hatred to negative feelings or suffering. So this way, minds become more neutral, so it keeps happiness inside. Don't need to wait this good or bad experience from outside to feel happy, because you develop this power to feel happy from inside. So this way, it's very good if we know a little bit about the feelings, because feelings, they lead our life. You know, we have always feelings, you know, good, bad, or neutral. So if we know how to work with the feelings, so we'll have less suffering, less problems, more happiness. Janju semjo rimboje makem banam gegyoje kemba nyamba memaya kone kontu pewan sho. Thank you, everybody. See you next time.